Yo, the clock is telling me that it is exactly 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Usually I don't live stream this late, but it's a lot easier to get people on stream with you when you go later in the day. So we are here late tonight because we going to party tonight. Tonight is, here in the U.S. anyway, it is the night before a holiday, which means most of my people probably ain't working tomorrow. So I'm going to bring some people up in here. We're going to hang out for a little bit. We're going to do the thing. But what's up, people? This your boy Viper, the man about tech, and welcome back to another episode of Viper Every Day in November. Can you believe we are on day 24? Oh my goodness, 24. I cannot believe it. Man, oh man, this month has just flown by. 24 days in a row that your boy Viper has been live streaming, which means I got 6 days left and it's all over. It will be over as soon as it started. It's crazy how that works. But we live, baby. We are here and we are live. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go into my Twitter DMs and I'm going to go hit people with the link. And we're going to bring some people up in here and see who comes and who doesn't come, do all that good stuff. You know what it is. Y'all know how we do out here. So how y'all doing this evening? Appreciate y'all being here. Let me send these links out and I will go through the roll call and we will rock and roll here and see what we got. Let me where okay, oh that's right, here you go. Okay. Let me boom, let me spin that one. Paste. Bam. All right, where we got now. Ooh, we are sending out. I'm doling out links like a deck of cards tonight. Damn. Whoo, that was up. Oh, let me I go up here and find the homie here. Where they at? Where they at? All right, let's see what we got. Bam. All right, got that going on. Holy Lord, we got all the links. Damn, I just passed. I'm like, oh wait, I'm missing. Damn, see, so many links. I'm missing people at this point. Hold on, missing folk. Wait a minute. All right, I think I got one more. I think I got everybody. I think I hit everybody with the link. All right, I think we're good. Yo, way too many links tonight. I got way too many links to pass out. It's kind of crazy, but I think I got every. Oh, nope, missing one more. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy night around here, y'all. It's gonna be a busy night around here. Your boy Viper got all the links. Let me see what we got here. And bam. All right, cool. Let's go through the roll call. See what we got out there. We got out there in the chins at. Praveen, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? Appreciate you being here. What's going on, man? What's going on? We got Sheep Plays out there. What's up, Sheep? How you doing, man? Appreciate you. Brett Shooty is here. What's up, Brett? How you doing, man? How you doing? Emily Chambers is here. Hey, Emily, how you doing? What's going on with you? Sonny Dixon's in the building. What's up, Sonny? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. Alex Jackson, what's going on, man? How you doing? I don't know what you're talking about. I got 6 days left of live stream. I don't know where you get this 100 from, my dude. There are 30 days in November. You know, I got 20. I got November 24th on my calendar. I don't know what you're talking about. Jonathan Rash, what's up, man? How you doing? Janoson's in the cut. What's up, bro? How you doing, sir? CDF, man, what's going on, man? How you doing? John Chapman is here. Hey, John, how you doing? Dr. Jade is in the building. Hey, Jade, how you doing? James Herrera, what's up, James? How you doing? We got Ace Rock Tech. What's up, Ace? How you doing, man? What's going on with you? Tech King Mike. Woo, the squad is showing up tonight. What's up? How y'all doing? Marcus Fan, what's up, man? How you doing? All right, so the first of hopefully will be many guests tonight, apparently. Let me bring in probably the man who I like to call the world's greatest authority on all things Apple. That's right. You know him. You love him. He's here. Renee Ritchie. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Happy pre-Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you. I know you guys had your Thanksgiving in October. So
we beta tested it for you just to make sure everything was
smooth. How you been, man?
Good, man. Busy week. Fun week.
You are... Hold on. You say that, but I don't know if there's ever been a week where you've not been busy. You always busy.
Well, I mean, the world's busy, but Apple's closed for the Thanksgiving week. They shut down for the entire week. So they're still putting press releases out, which is ridiculous, like suing NSO Group and stuff. But you're closed. Go home.
Exactly.
You can sue next week.
For real. But that means you can take a day or two off, Renee. You can sit back and relax for a little bit.
I did. I haven't published a video since Saturday. I feel really bad.
You'll be fine, Renee. They'll be there. You'll come back. All right, y'all.
But Jimmy published the biggest video in the history of YouTube, so I'm fine.
I need to. Have you watched it? I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, I watched it, man. It's sick. It's nuts.
All right. Well, I can't have a live stream with a group of people if I don't have my head of security in the building. So let me bring in my man, El Jefe Review. What's up, Jeff?
How's it going,
Hey,
guys?
Jeff.
What's going on, fellas?
How you
man.
doing,
Good to see you.
Yeah, man, doing good, man. Viper, you're slacking. If you haven't seen the Mr. Beast video, you work in the space. You are a VidIQ employee, man. Like,
listen, man, Viper been busy today. Okay, I had to go get my mini fridge. Leave me alone.
You had to get a bougie lunch. We saw the post.
Dude, yo, they
got you
called me,
there.
so they challenge like, yo, Viper, you need to go try something. You need to go try something in your mac and cheese, because I don't know about you, Renee, but I don't like stuff in my mac and cheese. But I'm like, if I'm gonna try anything in my mac and cheese, it'll be lobster. So I went downtown today. I had some lobster mac and cheese, and it wasn't bad. It was all right.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, I don't eat lobster, but I've had I've had very little in my. I'm sure I must have tried something. Like someone probably put some pulled pork or something at some time, but I keep it plain as well.
Not no pulled pork in the mac. No.
Oh, we got gourmet mac and cheese out here, man.
Yeah, I mean, like we finally got some. Like it's funny because during the pandemic, a lot of the franchises closed down, but some mom and pops opened up. So we got a new Jamaican restaurant. We got a new Southern barbecue restaurant.
Ooh.
We got stuff we never had in Montreal before. It's all really good.
Nice. Yeah, we used to go to this place that would do this mac and cheese where they were using it was chicken, like roasted chicken, garlic, white cheddar, and bacon on top of that.
Nice.
And it was incredible. But the instead of using like the cheddar cheese, it was like white cheddar, but it almost had it was reminiscent of Alfredo sauce. Put it that way.
Nice. Yeah, bechamel or something.
Yeah. So it was pretty awesome. I was like, oh man, I miss that place. I can't eat that stuff no more. It's too much salt. But it's one of those things when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I miss it.
Well, Viper's eating it for everybody.
That's it, man. He's gonna have to eat for all of us now.
I don't know all that. So Jeff, what are your big plans for tomorrow? Anything special going on with you and the fam?
It's just me, my brother, and my wife. So we're just gonna be chilling. We're doing a beer can chicken, and then we're gonna do all the regular like sides. But we have to cook everything, so we have to make sure it's up to our specs for our custom diet. But yeah, that means it's just gonna be me, her, and my brother. Probably watch some movies or something. But beyond that,
Do you all wear wireless earbuds? Like the whole family's wearing them just to keep on brand throughout the entire dinner?
Yeah, I'm wearing them right now.
Nice.
Well, it's because I'm editing. That's why I'm like, I told Viper, I was like, yo, I'm in the middle of editing. So like, I don't know if you guys can see this. Check this out. You guys see that?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, look at him getting all fancy. Look at him.
So, yeah. So I'm in the middle of like literally just editing a video right now. So I'm like, you know what? Let me jump in. Let me jump in and see what's going on.
And I appreciate you, man. I know you stay busy. I appreciate you making time.
That's all good. I'm just running behind, man. I'm trying to get caught up with these top fives, and these videos take so much work.
I was supposed to be editing, but I ended up watching Jimmy and then watching the 2 episodes of Hawkeye, and I jump on Viper.
Nice.
Oh, Renee, how was Hawkeye? I haven't watched it yet.
It was good. It was not at all what I expected.
Nice.
The ads made it look like very light and breezy, and I'm like, oh no, people getting hit.
Nice.
I hope somebody get hit. I mean,
yeah,
that's what we want. Okay, cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll watch that this weekend. I know me and Jeff have tomorrow and Friday off, so that's good. We can do whatever. I know he'll be doing videos. I'll probably be shooting something, but yeah, that should be good. We have some time. Not a lot, but we have a couple of days. So good.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm just gonna be chilling. What about you, Vibe? Are you gonna be hanging around the house? Or are you gonna go chill with the family?
Oh no, dude, I am the family. I chill by myself. I'm gonna be building some Legos tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon.
I thought you did the hit and run. You went to the family's house, picked up a plate, and then bounced back to the house.
Oh, I went to the grocery store, I think, a couple of days ago. I brought me some ground chuck, I think it is. I got me some cheese. I got me some buns. I got some barbecue sauce. So we gonna make some burgers. That's what we gonna do. That's what Viper's gonna do. That's what Viper's gonna do. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Man, it's probably a VidIQ party in here because we got to bring in my man, the B-roll, Travis M.
No, he's too pretty for us. He's gonna make us look bad.
I'm not worry about that.
What's up, Travis? How you doing, man?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How goes it?
Going, man. What do you got going on for Thanksgiving? Any big plans, sir?
Nah, but I gotta finish up cleaning up the house. I can only be here for a little bit because I got some other things I need to do. I've already vacuumed everything. I got a little robot vacuum thing. I'm gonna do that. Peasant.
That's right.
And you gotta work for your living.
We got people for that. Yeah. We got bots for that.
I got robots for that mess.
Yeah,
I got a leak in my my sink. Just found out a couple of minutes ago. So $475 on Friday.
Oh.
Now,
Good
I'm
times.
sure you guys knew this, but I didn't really know. As I was looking, I saw Jimmy's video get like so many views in the first few minutes. So I was looking to see like, is this the fastest a video's gotten views? And then I discovered music YouTube, and I realized that we've been playing in a very
Yeah.
shallow pool because music
Blackpink laughed
YouTube,
at Mr. Beast. Let me tell you.
yeah, like they get like 10 million views in a few minutes. It's like ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
like their
it's-
music.
What was it? It was 115 million views in 24 hours. Something like that is the record for K-pop. So
That's a whole BTS or something, right? That's a whole other YouTube.
I think it was Blackpink actually, this last one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the ladies got the record.
Yeah, man. Can't mess with that K-pop, man.
That's
They-
right. They're a monster. Yeah, somebody was like, "That's not fair. That's music," and I'm like, "Listen,
It
listen
is
here.
what it is.
It's a video on YouTube."
That's right.
And it gets those multiple plays too, because people listen to that stuff over and over and over again.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it goes quick.
Yeah, no, but I'm super happy though. Viper, you got to check that out because that video is the production level is so high, especially for people who've watched Squid Games. You just look at it and you're just like, holy crap, like he really freaking did it. Like he really did it. And it's a 25-minute video that does not feel like 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. He made a whole ass episode, huh? Damn.
Oh, bro, it's
Yeah,
legit.
the sets, the costumes, the shooting, the special effects, like the whole thing is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So I'm gonna do a little promo in here, then we're gonna lead it go. But if you all love Renee Ritchie and you love VidIQ, well, tomorrow I got something for you because on Thanksgiving morning, when you wake up, there will be a new episode of our Tube Talk podcast available. And our guest this week happened to be the man, the myth, the legend himself, Renee Ritchie. So if you have some free time tomorrow, you're not doing anything, check out the Tube Talk podcast with Renee. Should be good. We had a good conversation about his transition from journalist to full-time creator. So
That was so much fun, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
no problem, man. Thank you for making the time. That was a good chat. So
Was
Yeah.
just you guys solo, or did you have Dan or Robin there?
it was me, Dan, and Renee.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't get to
Dan's-
talk about the
Dan's super
YouTubes
cool.
like you guys do, so that was a rare treat for me.
Yeah. Now Dan's cool too, man. So
Yeah,
people
yeah.
people don't get a chance to see Dan. They just see him like on the VidIQ channel. Dan's super cool.
Dan did something you're going to see next. Well, we thought we were going to see this week, but then he had 2 guests on this week, and the next week I guess we're not going to do live. Next time we do live stream, you're going to see something, Jeff. Dan is the beast, man. I got to take my hat off to him. He did something that's I'm pretty happy with.
Nice.
Oh man,
It's concerning me, so I like that kind of narcissist.
Man, you got to say what's up to everybody in the chat though, man. Appreciate everybody being here.
That's no doubt.
Yeah.
We got a Ted out there. What's up, Ted? How you doing, man? Appreciate you. We go another Ted. We have too many Teds in here. What's up?
Got two
Wico? How you doing, man?
High
Going
availability.
Angelique out there calling some trouble as usual. What's up, Angelique? How you doing? I am the family, man. I hang with me, man. I do what I do. Everybody can be eating and stuff. I'm gonna be building Legos and watching Homo.
Viper gets to eat what he wants to eat, gets to watch what he wants to watch.
Viper's gonna do what
Oh,
Viper
man.
does. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I know. You know who's going to be eating good is Annette. You know Annette's going to be eating good.
Oh, of course. I mean, she's on I think that carnivore diet, though. She's gonna be living large tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh yeah, absolutely. But we are not alone, you all. I got to bring in my man from Cleveland, Mr. Trent Tech is here. The trouble himself. What's up, Trent?
Let the memes begin.
All right,
What's going on?
just hanging out, man. How you doing tonight?
Whew, I'm hanging, man. I've been up since 3:00 this morning.
What? Why?
Why?
TJ had kind of like a nasty cough, so
Oh no.
I stayed up with him, and he went back to sleep. But I couldn't go back to sleep, so here I am.
Doing that father job.
Man, no doubt. So, Mr. Trenton, what are your plans for the holiday tomorrow? Anything special happening for you?
Nah,
No?
I'm literally just using this time to kick back and decompress from my job.
Now, do you get tomorrow and Friday off, or just tomorrow?
I get Thursday and Friday off.
Nice.
Don't Americans watch the football on Thanksgiving? That's what we're led to believe. That's what we're told outside the country.
Yeah.
That's what keeps you busy.
Well, nobody wants to watch the Detroit Lions, so I might watch,
And nobody
Another
wants to
team.
watch the Chicago Bears for Andy Dalton, quarterback. Though.
Yeah.
Hey, I will watch the Chicago Bears 10 times over before I watch the Lions again. Especially on Thanksgiving. I'm just like, dude, y'all always lose on Thanksgiving every year.
Too much turkey. Don't eat the turkey.
Thank you for tradition, man. Thank you for tradition, man.
The foosball.
The food bottle.
And you have four down football. It's completely alien to us.
Yeah.
Does the CFL not do 4 downs?
3 downs. It's a kicking game.
Yep.
Really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that either. Wow.
It's too cold to stay out there for 4 days. Freeze.
Like, hurry up and get this over with.
That's right. Let's get on out of
Just
here.
kick it. We're getting out of here.
So Renee,
Oh,
when
man.
January hits next year, are you going to like take a vacation or something, or step back? Are you going to keep trucking along?
Nah, I get like I hate being bored, and so even like my old like when I worked a regular job, like I was doing marketing at an enterprise database company, I would do all the iMore stuff, at night and on weekends. And then when I quit and went full time at iMore, I'm like, okay, it's the end of the day. I'm bored. Oh, a news story just came out. And now it's like I don't have a boss anymore. And Georgia thinks I'm nuts. She's like, you don't have to finish that video. You don't have to put it up tomorrow. You can put it up whenever you want. I'm like, I feel so guilty. It's like I'm the worst boss I've ever had.
It's that Canadian guilt.
Yeah, man.
That's the dedication.
Inferiority
man.
complex.
That
dude,
discipline, dedication.
I feel the pain, man. I've been pushing myself super hard to try to get these videos knocked out. I'm just like, it's tiring, man. I don't know how Renee does it. Like if I was struggling to get 2 out in a week.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not as easy. But like other people, I also forget. Other people have teams. Like I'm like Max Tech. They're putting out like 3 videos a day, and they're like, oh, there's 3 of them. That scales. That's fine. They clone themselves.
Now I asked Renee, but I don't know what the rest of you all plans are. But are any of you going to CES? I know Renee is not going, but how about Travis, Jeff, Trent? Anybody you want to CES?
Nah, I don't.
Wow. Nope.
At my job, I really don't have like vacation time, and pretty much, so like we're off for 2 weeks for Christmas and New Year's, and then right after New Year's we come back, but that's right when CES starts. So I just miss it every single year due to my job.
Yeah.
And Jeff, like,
Like if they were to move CES up to like New Year's, I can make it. But
Nah, man, it was what do you call it? A sponsor that I was supposed to we were kind of having informal talks about it. They ended up pulling out. Not pulling out from going with me, but pulling out from CES. Period.
Oh, okay.
So, I was talking to the rep, and he was like, "Yeah, I think we're gonna be having, we're gonna get a booth set up. So yeah, let's do something." And I was like, "All right, cool." And then a couple weeks ago, I'm like, "Hey, so what's up, man? Just wanted to follow up and see, what we were gonna do, if there was some sort of deal we're gonna have." And that's when they kind of told me, "It's like, yeah, we're actually not gonna be there." I'm like, "Oh shit, all right." And I'm like, "Well, hey, are you gonna go? Just you?" And they're like, "Nah." Like he was like, no representation whatsoever. And then it's like, but they're not the only ones. There's a lot of brands that I was asking, like, hey, are you guys going to be out there? And where they're not even doing booths. Like they might have like a rep or 2 go out and just kind of like go chill and like see kind of what's going on and kind of get a vibe of what's going on, but they're not like actually setting up like a whole booth and a display and everything. I'm like, oh wow.
I think the international part makes it hard. Like I think if it was an American only event, people would be much more confident. But like you got people coming from all over the world, and the status of different countries is so different right now.
Yeah,
and people are probably like, I don't want to invent a new variant. I'm just fine with the ones we have now.
Plus, a lot of the teams for some of these companies are in multiple locations. So it's just like us, like me and Viper and Travis, we all work for the same company. We're not in the same city. So it's it's same thing. There's a lot of global companies, and that was one of the companies that had backed out, was telling me, he's like, yeah, we got a team, we got people in Europe, we've got people in the States, we got people in Asia. He was like, it's just not going to work. It's too risky. I'm like, all right, fair enough.
That makes sense. Travis, what's your story, man? How come you're not going to see us?
I don't. So last time I had a sponsor, and I didn't really look for one this year. I just don't think I want to go. Maybe I'll go in a year. I just think there's just some things I need to. There's something else I want to do in January, creatively. That it's not like it clashes with CES, but if I'm going to have the time to be able to go anywhere, I'd rather do this idea first, and then kind of, I'd rather use it for that. I loved CES when I went. It was a lot of fun. I would do it again in the future if things change, but for sure, if I'm going to use time in January, it's going to be for this other thing.
Gotcha. That makes sense. So Renee, I want to ask you, because one day I would love to meet you in person. So Renee, my question to you is, do you ever plan on going back to CES at all?
Yeah, I think, I guess it also depends on what CES does. Like, I think their purpose is evolving. Like it's hard to be that 9 different hotel basement tech show. They got too big, and I wonder if they're going to become more dedicated. But yeah, I'd like to. I never went to MWC because we had different, like the Android Central team would go there, so I never got to go. So there's a bunch of things that might be interesting. It's just like I haven't traveled in 2 years, so I'm in a weird mindset right now. When I get back to traveling, it won't be a big deal anymore. But like those first few trips are going to be hard. Like
Yeah.
I've been stuck in basically a 10-foot room for 18 months, and I keep looking outside, going, "Oh, there's the ceiling. There's no ceiling. It just goes up forever."
There's people.
Yeah, that first flight was weird, man. Going to Vid Summit, that was like the first time I took a flight in a long time. Actually, it was my first flight since CES, January 2020. So it was one of those things where I'm like, it just felt really weird. And then it was also really weird being around people, although at least there's people that I'm cool with, like Viper and Travis. But it's just one of those things where it was still strange, just being
Well,
in
Travis
the
will cancel you.
airport.
Still got to be careful. Cancel you
I
so
told you, Greg,
fast.
he's exclusive to Greg.
Yeah. I don't have the power to cancel anybody anymore, to be honest. But yeah, Greg, if anybody.
Greg's lurking somewhere.
It might be. It might be.
Yeah, shout out to my lurk squad. We got 29 people watching this live stream. So there's a few of y'all out there lurking. So I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. So thank you.
The ladies, Viper. You got the ladies in the chat, but none of them appear.
Yeah, I invited a couple. One might show up. I don't know, but
oh yeah, because you got to give them notice. That's right.
Yeah. I did it kind of last minute, so know how that goes.
No, I get it. So I'm not making fun or being flippant. But you got to give them notice. It just is what it is.
Oh no, you're right. You are right. If I don't give them like at least a day or a few days notice, it don't work.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was both Snubs and Shannon. Both Shannons were like, yeah, you got to give us some notice.
Well, they got lives. I mean, like,
yeah,
they got stuff to do.
Yep.
They're busy.
Exactly, man. Snubs doing influencer stuff and and hacking stuff, and Shannon's busy being a mom, trying to do 5 different hats. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
Yep, life, man, life.
And Doug Houston never sleeps.
No.
Yeah, right.
Doug is everywhere, man. Doug is all over the place. Like
Moderator to the stars, I call him.
bro.
Well, when he sleeps, he has Doug Bot out there.
Doug Bot.
So while he's sleeping, there's a
He
Doug
doesn't
Bot
sleep. He
that's-
abides.
That's right.
Hefe, have you started the Tumblr yet?
Nah, dude, I got it, but it's like I got it in the middle of Q4. I ain't got no time to put it in. I haven't even. I had to stop playing video games. Like, how upset that made me when I had to put. I'm like doing so good on Forza, and I just had to stop playing because I'm too busy making videos. I'm like, come on, man. So it is what it is. There's only so many hours in the day, so I'm just like, yeah. But no go on the Tumblr. But I got a few that I got to put together because it's.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got the Tumblr, and then I also got the Razor Crest I want to put together.
Ooh, nice. No, it's at Ted. Shannon Morrison's like a puppy mom, but she doesn't have a human kid. We're talking about Shannon vlog. That's the Shannon we're talking about.
Piper's got Lego kids.
That's right.
Yes, I have Lego kids, and they need attention, and they will get it tomorrow.
Man, Viper's
one are you
gonna
doing
come
tomorrow?
up with a whole nother set. Watch.
Mhm.
No, I'm done.
That's what you said
Nice.
last week.
Nice.
You ain't lying, man. I can't.
That's my last one. We'll be right back.
Right.
Someone got the Ghostbusters firehouse. He's just
No, but I got my last. I got the last thing I really wanted this year. I got it today finally. I got the F5 mini fridge, and I'm happy about that.
Well, I just paid scalper prices on eBay. It should be here in a day or two. I just didn't want to deal with it.
How much did you pay?
Well, so here's the thing. The day that I did that was a day or so before I knew they were going to be in Target. Like, I didn't know until you said it. It was a day later. But this actually happened to me before with this machine right here. I paid scalper prices on eBay for this too because the manufacturer of this didn't say they were ever going to put them back out again. Of course, literally the next week they did, and I paid twice as much. I don't even want to tell you how much I paid for this. It was way too much. For the refrigerator, I paid like 200 and something bucks, which is, kind of outrageous. But by the same token, there was no guarantee I was ever going to get in one. I'm not out, I have like 1.5 targets near me. And if the one didn't have, I didn't want to deal with it. I'm like, listen, I'll just do a live stream, get a bunch of super chats and be like, okay, that's it. It's a wrap. I broke even, whatever. So yeah, or I just won't buy someone an iPhone 13 anymore. I guess I don't know what the hell.
Is it a functional mini fridge?
Yeah, so it's a little it's not like, so what it does, I've watched a review of it. Cool Toy did a really good review on it, and some other people did a review on it. Mad Little Pixel I think did too. And what he said was, what I thought was interesting, it won't necessarily take a room temperature drink and make it cold. It will take a cold drink and keep it cold. Because it doesn't have it's an electro whatever the heck technology rather than the the other type.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So that's something you got to be mindful of because I had it was a cooler that I had for the car that did the same thing. You could put cold things in it and it would keep them cold, but you couldn't put something that was like room temperature. It wouldn't refrigerate it. So it was kind of a trip the way that worked. But yeah, I used to have one. When I used to do security back in the days, and I used to have to sit in my car for 8 hours at a time. And 8 hours, like, I'd sit in my car and then go patrol around and then sit back in my car. But I would have to keep my own lunch cold because there was like, you couldn't take a lunch break, like to go get food or to whatever. You were there from the moment you started to the moment you left, 8 hours, like straight. So you had to bring everything with you or you were screwed. Yep. Good times, right? Just good old fresh out of high school jobs.
Boy, you have done a lot in your life, man. You would make a hell of a book if you ever were to write a book one day.
I'll tell you, I could tell you some stories about my time spent as a landscaper. That was fun. Latino, getting in touch with my roots. Tell you, man, literally and figuratively. But yeah, now there's been some stuff back in the day, bro. I've worked enough bad jobs to appreciate good ones.
I know that's right. And we cannot forget Hefe with hair. I mean, oh my god, oh man.
What?
Hefe with hair, man. I think you would hair, man.
Oh yeah, back in the days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
yeah.
I spent most of my adult life, with the shaved head though. So, but yeah, it was a time. There was a time where I had long hair.
That's
I went from long hair to none. So,
hey, it is what it is, man. Bald and great, man. Bald and great. I see Hefe over there doing them edits, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, no,
I'm
just working on it.
Have you ever like tried editing on a computer, or you just don't?
Oh, I used to edit with Filmora on PC. That's actually how I started initially, but it was December 2019 where I had made the switch, and it was so much faster. Just interface wise, it's so much easier for what I do, and then the fact that it exports the video like on the iPad, it exports so fast. It's way faster than my PC. So I was like, all right, and I didn't have a slouch of a PC. Like my PCs are great. So, but yeah, nowhere near like. Not iPad level, not even with what it was. What was the 2018? I forgot what that one was. What A series chip, but it's like I went from that one to the M1, but still, it was no contest.
Yeah, I think like probably the A12, A13, probably
something like that. Yeah,
A12X or A12Z.
Yeah,
something like
and
that.
then the first one, when I first made the switch, it was Jonathan Morrison had given me a 2017 iPad Pro. Is the one that still had the Lightning port or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, he gave me that one. That was when I first started, and then when I did the first export. That was it. It was over. it was game over.
My converted me too when I was up there. He was like, "You should try editing on an iPad." I'm like, "Why would I do that?" And I'm like, "I'll never do it on."
He's like, "Because I'm using the iPod Touch. You can't have it."
Speaking of Apple, Travis, how's life on the Mac Mini?
It's okay. It's over here. Today was the first day I didn't actually turn it on, which kind of worries me because that's what happened with the laptop. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's cool to kind of have it around. I have some ideas how I might use it. I would have done a lot more videos about it, but that first video tanked super freaking hard, so I'm unsure if I'm going to do any more videos on it or not. But I like it. I think I still would rather have an iMac if I could, just because it's a one cable one and done. Like I like plus I love the colors. I like a lot about the iMac. I just don't like the price. If it would come down a little bit. I even saw even the refurbs are kind of not inexpensive. We talked about this like live on GadgetCast. I went on the thing and started looking up pricing, and like it's close, but it's not where I'd like it to be. And I don't think I'm going to need like the M2 or anything. I don't think I need anything like that, to be honest. I just want to be able to have macOS somewhere around that if I need to AirDrop stuff quickly instead of plugging in the USB-C and put, I just like that whole thing. And I got the new Apple TV yesterday, but I did it because I wanted to move the other Apple TV into another room. And I wanted to see the difference. Andrew Edwards was talking a whole type of smack about how much better this one was than the other. And it's no different.
No.
It's the only difference I've seen, which in fairness is kind of a cool difference, is that you can get HDR on YouTube on it. But other than that, there's been like no speed difference, no nothing. But Andrew was saying like it does this so much faster. Something like
it's 60 hertz if you like watching 60 hertz thing. I find it looks a little soap opera-y, so I turn it off.
It doesn't. Yeah, I mean I just don't see any difference. But I will say that I love the Apple TV, so I'm not hating at all. Like the Apple TV is phenomenal.
But Andrew Edwards got you.
Andrew Edwards, man, let me tell you something. For a while.
You could sell somebody
that dude had a specific mask. Did you see when he was tweeting? When I saw him on the airplane for going to Vid Summit, that he was joking. He goes, "Man, he caught me in a picture without my fancy mask." I thought he was joking. When we got off the plane, he literally put his fancy mask on, his little like Nacho Libre mask.
Yeah, the luchador one.
Yeah. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah.
So he's got his plain mask, and I don't mean plane like plane, but like his airplane mask, and then his like outside
Yeah.
His bougie mask.
He's got situational masks.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I respect it because I do something similar, but I respect it. I'm just waiting to see his pictures of the Gucci Xbox. You know he's got one.
Oh,
You know he's got two
absolutely.
already,
Yeah.
at least.
There's
Oh,
no
that
way he
is-
didn't have one.
it's
He has
ridiculous.
that one. Hey,
That's what's Gucci, yo.
Yo.
Gucci, 10G. You know Andrew got one. But Renee, how is your life going on the new M1 Mac or Pro MacBook, whatever one you're using?
Man, it's like a triple threat because it's so fast to render. Like it gets up to 10 times faster to render sometimes. It's so fast, I think I made a mistake and didn't press the button.
Yeah.
Like I get up to get some coffee, I come back and like, oh, I forgot to start it. And then it's like, you want to overwrite the file? I'm like, no, what file? I know it's done. And then it's also like it doesn't pause. Like before on the i9 16-inch, I would drag an effect and it would beach ball, and I would drag another effect and it would beach ball. I'd move it back, it would be, and this just moves stuff. So like it saves all those seconds. And then when you do render like anything big, it just moves it all over to the media engine. So the CPU and the GPU are free. And on my old Mac, it was hitting the CPU all the time. So like even using Safari was like like it was hard to do anything, let alone like Photoshop. This one's just like, I got a second Mac, it's going off, I'm gonna render it now. Thanks. You can use your main Mac while I'm doing that. It saves so much of my life. I'm really happy now, but I'm trying to hold a grudge against my old Intel Mac for a long ass time.
What makes you now wonder like what these desktops will do with more power? Like that's scary.
Yeah.
You take
Well,
a
also
trip-
more dies. Like the
Yeah.
iMac's supposed to have up to 2 dies, and the Mac Pro up to 4 dies. It's going to be nuts.
That's insane. And you give it any kind of wattage above what a laptop can do, and it's like, what do you think can take off now? It can just fly.
Yeah, well, I was reading like the Intel spec for Alder Lake is like you can overclock it, but it goes to 330 watts. And I'm like 330 watts. I could feel like six
Yeah.
M1 Max chips in that thermal envelope.
It's insane.
Trent, what are you using to edit your content these days?
M1 MacBook Air from last year.
Okay. Cool.
So I want to move up, but I don't need to move up. That's the issue, is that I want to move up, but I don't need to move up. And it's like every time I start messing around with different stuff, I'm like, okay, I only got 256 gigs. I only got 8 gigs of RAM. I can only do this and do that. But then I'll go and I'll spend the money and I'll upgrade, and I'll be like, well, damn, now I have to do all the extra stuff to justify the purchase I just made. So I literally go back and forth every week. One week I'm getting it, next week I'm not getting it. So it's just
What, the newer MacBook you do?
the like I want to get a Pro.
Oh.
Mainly for ports. I'm not gonna lie, like that's literally the main reason, because I swear to God, if I have to look for this dongle one more goddamn time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
I know, right? I feel you.
The little thing just has feet and it just picks up and it just walks away.
No, I feel it though, because I know I switched iPads from the 2017 to the 2018 strictly for the USB-C and the transfer speed.
Yeah.
That was it. Like it wasn't even close. Like it's so crazy. That to me, that convenience of loan, because I'll when I'm transferring like my B-roll from the camera to the iPad, doing that through the Lightning on that dongle, I would just set it there and I would have to walk away for a while. And I'll be like, all right, well, I'll come back in half hour, see where we're at, because it's usually like I'm usually transferring like 80 to 120 clips of B-roll in. So it's a big thing. But when you do it on this one, like the M1 or the previous one, the 2018, it's so quick. You just sit there, watch them just go across the line, go. I'm like, holy crap. You just see the little clock just moving all the way around and then boom, done. I'm like, that's the first time I did it, I was shook. I was like, hell yeah, because it saves me a lot of time. I don't have to sit there dicking around waiting for it to, to finish just transferring the files. It's like, come on. And then there would be exporting it out. Like it would export into its own, storage. But then when I would move it onto an SD card to move it onto my PC, there's another waiting period. It's like, yeah, it was killing me. So I was like, no, this thing's got to go. We still have it though. That iPad we still have, actually have my wife's iPad now. She uses it for all kinds of stuff. So
Nice.
Do you all edit off an external hard drive, or do you edit off the internal hard drive?
Internal.
Depends.
I'm on internal right now, but now LumaFusion lets us use external.
Yeah.
Yep.
I haven't yet, but I all internal.
Yeah,
I used to use external. It'd come disconnected and I'd lose my mind. And so now I try to get at least like the last 3 projects on internal. But I broke down. I was like Jeff, but like even worse, because I went and bought a Thunderbolt dongle, because I'm like, as these things get like, like they keep creeping on us 10-bit and then HDR and then like it's just more and more stuff, and the files get bigger and bigger, and sometimes they're longer. Like, it's not like I'm not like Travis. I can't just like do a 12-minute video in 13 minutes. My 12-minute video is like 34 minutes of stuff I got to cut. So I like, and they're super expensive. I didn't realize Thunderbolt never came down in price. So I got like, and it's like literally this big, like for an SD card. It's like giant, big as my head. But man, is it fast! It's like 40 gigabits per second fast.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, I picked up a couple of T7s so that I could try it out. But I'm using them right now as backup for the most part. So just for a ton of B-roll that I have. But then if I need it, I can move it over. I just didn't realize you had to have like a dumbass. I didn't realize you had to have the right cable. Like you have to have an actual seat of Thunderbolt.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
This isn't an Apple TV. This is the Thunderbolt card reader.
What?
Whoa.
It is
That's so big.
I don't know. And I'm using SCF Express cards, and they're not that big.
Renee,
You gotta open that thing up, Renee. It's probably
That's like looks like first generation stuff because it's all big and clunky.
It's huge. Yeah. But man, is it fast.
Yeah, them CF cards are fast, but they're fast and expensive. Holy crap. Whew.
Yeah.
Man. So we got an interesting question from John up here. Let me he wants to know when was the first time we all met. I've only met Jeff and Travis in person. I have not had the pleasure of meeting Renee and Trenton. Yeah. But I mean, I met Jeff. I take that back. I ran into Renee like probably a decade ago, dude. Like when Renee was still like doing podcast for the iPhone blog. Like me and Renee go way back. I was in his audience, man. So
that's cool.
Just following his whole career path from the iPhone blog to iMore to Vector to now doing his own thing. Been quite amazing to see the transition he's made over the years. I think Jeff somehow found me, and he just started showing up in my live chats and things like that.
Yeah, no, I found you because your channel, and then I went over to Twitter, and I realized that's where you were hanging out at.
Oh yeah.
And then once I followed you, that's when I started. You were already following a lot of other content creators, so I'm like, oh, who's that? Oh, cool. And that's how I found Zach, and then just started finding other people, and that's sort of how that worked out. But actually, meeting Viper was at the first Vid Summit that we went to, which was 2018.
Yep.
Yeah.
2018. What's up, TK? How you doing, man? Appreciate you dropping by.
And then I met Travis when Travis came down. I just don't remember when that was.
We've seen each other like 3 or 4 times, so it's almost. When was the first one? Was it VidCon? No, it wasn't even.
No. It was when you came down to Berkeley to open up a store.
Oh, when I still worked at Amazon. Jeez, yeah. Jeez,
yeah, you came down and we ended up hanging out with you, me, Paloma, and Muhammad.
Yeah. Muhammad. Where's Muhammad? Where's that dude been?
I don't know. I'm hoping he's doing well. Yeah,
I hope so too, man. I was
doing good.
Creator,
wow, Chantel, you've been here a while. That's pretty cool, man. That's crazy. That's dope.
Nice.
And I'm pretty sure I found Trenton probably ranting about something. that was back to get over.
Yeah. Everybody found me, screaming at the camera, losing my mind about 4 years ago.
That's all right though.
No, it's been a good time, man. It's funny because I go back and I look at my live streams over the years, and it's pretty cool to see the people who've been rocking with me practically since day one. Like everybody up here has been rocking with me for multiple years now, and it's just cool to see like people that stay with you. And then it gets a little sad sometimes when you see people that like for whatever reason they don't rock with you anymore, or they just fall off and disappear. And I don't know, but I guess that's the journey of a creator. You're gonna keep some people, you're gonna lose some people, and you're gonna meet some new people, and it's all part of the journey.
Dude, that's real, man. I mean, it happens, and I still try to say what's up to everybody, but it sucks to see it sometimes because life happens to people, and we'll have a lot of people that start out. Like I know there was a whole gang of people that I used to rock with when I was under 1,000 subscribers and like under 5,000 subscribers, and now it's like most of them stopped. I would say probably if there was 10 of them, I'd say 8 of them aren't even uploading videos anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's literally that kind of a ratio, which is so wild. And everybody's still cool. You still see them on Twitter every once in a while, but some of them you're like, oh yeah, these guys are going to be amazing, and then just poof, life gets in the way, and it's like, what the heck? So, but it's true, man. I know, and it sucks. It doesn't make like us, better than them or anything like that. It's just crazy how the odds are that people just kind of disappear and pop off. But quick question from Ted was, where does one buy the Thunderbolt cable? The one that I got was from Anchor. So Anchor definitely sells that cable. And then TK says, when we get in automotive channels, man, as soon as I get a new car,
bro.
As
Nobody wants to see my beat up Mustang. Come on now.
soon as Vipe gets the tumbler built, he can do a whole.
Yeah, there you go. Now we talk.
One of my favorite Henzo Gracie sayings was always like a black belt is just a white belt who never quit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what it is, man. We just kind of kept going, and that's really what it comes down to. You know, more than anything else is just staying consistent. But it can be tough, man, because I mean, there's so many times where I just don't feel like doing stuff, and I don't feel like doing anything. Like I'll have my, like it was what was it, like 3 weeks ago when Travis and our other coworker Alexi, we got slammed. And by the end of those days, like at 5, 6 o'clock, we're rolling around. I didn't want to do anything YouTube related. I was done. Like my mind was wiped out. I was like, I don't want to script. I don't want to test. I don't want to shoot anything. I don't want to edit. I didn't want to do anything. So because I was just done. But it's we just got to pull through, man. And it just sucks that some people are gone. But
it's like that scene. One of my favorite shows was The West Wing. I still watch like the first 3 seasons every year. But there's this one part where Charlie, the president's body man, has to go wake him up, and he says it's one of the worst parts of his job. And he's just like knocking on the door. He's like, "Are you kidding me?" And then they call through, and he answers the phone. He goes, "What do you want? What could you possibly want? It's 5 a.m. What could you want?" And he's like, "Sir, I need you to dig deep. It wasn't a nightmare. You are the president." Like, okay, fine. And it's just getting up.
Oh man,
that's so funny. Wow. So Trent, what's the thought, Trent? You thinking about getting some car content, Trent? What you doing over there?
Look.
I love when you talk with look.
So for those of you out there who don't know, I actually did start a car channel.
What?
And
Googling.
I got like 4 videos up.
Trent's car rants. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me find it.
I got budget car rental, #1 reply.
Let me find it, and I'll put the link in the back.
Check this man out, Moonlight, nothing car.
I know the perfect name for your channel would have been Wrenches and Rants.
Nice.
Wrenches and Rants, baby.
Oh man.
Now Viper's got a secret Starbucks channel somewhere.
No, Trent doing with the Starbucks channel.
Yes, Trent did have a Starbucks channel.
Look. The pandemic ruined all of that.
It really did. It really did.
Damn it.
Starbucks don't have a channel anymore.
Oh man. So you actually made videos about cars. Wow. You made videos about a lot of things, man.
Yeah, it was me trying a bunch of different stuff.
I remember when you were like making videos about drones and flying drones and all that stuff. And
I have probably made, I think, like several channels.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, it was a tech channel, drone channel, Chromebook channel, car channel. I made the other channel about something I can't remember. Like the other 2, I don't even know what I was doing. It was something I was like, yeah, this might be a thing. No.
Feeling you get when you find out Linus has channel super fun. That's what I'm feeling right now for Trent. With all these channels you never knew about.
Travis, have you made any alternate channels, or if you could make an alternate channel, what would it be about?
I have one I'm doing an experiment on, and I have been for the last couple of weeks, and then another one for Savage that I need to just put more stuff on, which I'll probably, if I can. I mean, January is going to be trash for views anyway, so maybe I'll jump over to that other channel for a while and just throw some funny stuff up just to have fun. But yeah, I'm also doing an experiment with another channel because I don't think. I have my suspicions about what's going on my channel. I'm just trying to verify them.
All right, I put it in the private chat.
Are you calling shenanigans, Travis?
I'm calling shenanigans on some things, yes, but it doesn't matter. Like ultimately, it's yelling at the sky, going "You suck," and it means nothing. Look, you got some views on this one too. Look at this.
Man, you should have flipped it into the new car though,
bro.
Man, I don't know what it is. It's really weird because sometimes this is literally the internal struggle I go through. I'm like, all right, I'll make the channel, I'll start doing it or whatnot, and I'll start making stuff, and then I don't know what it is where I guess I like either talk myself out of it or I'm just not feeling it. And then I was like, well, I'll try and make another video. And I'm like, all right, well, that video bombed. And then 6 months later, it's like, oh, that gained 15,000 views. Wow. Why? But like, I don't know. I probably got to sit down with TK for a minute and really talk to him, because the hard thing for me with the car channel per se is trying to kind of keep up with stuff. Like, it's easier for, I don't know what it is about tech, probably because I work with so much tech. It's easier for me to keep up with that stuff than it is for me to really keep up with the car stuff.
You're probably more interested in one over the other, which I totally get, because I was the same way. I mean, I lived in automotive for years, and it was like eat, sleep, cars, like all day long, from when I was like 16 till probably about 2014 ish was when I kind of got out of that. Actually, a little bit before that, because I actually had to sell off my cars when Paloma got sick. But that's all I did for the longest time, and tech sort of filled a lot of that gap afterwards. Like, I was always kind of into it, but the priority really shifted, and just like even now, 2019, 2020, it really shifted more towards audio than just general tech. So kind of those interests tend to evolve, but no, I totally get it, man. I totally get it, because trying to keep up with everything that's going on around every single vehicle, or even just yours, if there's a aftermarket around it, or people are into them. For TK, I mean, TK was doing the Mopar game for a while, and there's plenty of content for that. So
the other issue honestly about me in the car and making content is my job, because like, that's like, for instance, that's like one of the reasons why I pulled back so much on doing like Trent's Tech and like the uploads and stuff. One, because I literally got to the point where I'm just like, okay, how many times are we gonna, drive this bus around the parking lot about phones and all of that. But the other part about it is like, I started out the Chromebook channel because I'm like, I literally just want to do something that's evergreen. I am tired of worrying about the latest rumor or leak or whatever, because I'm always late anyway, because I can't push the content out fast enough. And so I'm like, well, at least I can do something that's a little bit more passive. So Chromebooks, I can, make 1 or 2 videos about those a week and not stress about them. Whereas the other videos, I was literally hair falling out trying to make videos.
Yeah, I feel that. I think that's why I need to step away a little bit or something and do something more creative, because I feel like and this is going to sound almost like narcissistic or something, but I feel like I'm too creative for what I'm currently doing, or for the niche that I'm in, or that like people don't appreciate. And you know why I think it is? And it's not just me, because I watch someone like Leches, who is doing some mind melting stuff, and he's also having trouble getting traction. So I started thinking, I think there's like this sensibility of viewers for tech that they want to see something, and anything that's outside of that box is kind of like, oh, that's a little weird for me. I'm not like, they just don't take. If it was just me, then I'm obviously just talking to myself and being crazy. But when you see something like what Leches is doing, some next level stuff, and some people have not talking to anyone here, but like someone has an even his unboxing of something has more than like him unboxing in the air. Like, you take it to the Mr. Beast level and it doesn't catch on. I'm kind of like, this tech is starting to burn me out, man, in a very major way. I'm not going to lie, very major way right now. So I'm kind of at a crossroads of what's next. I don't know. Yeah, that's true, TK. Like, is on it. They really do want a commercial, and I really do. Tired of doing that. I'm not reading specs anymore. Can't do that. I want to do something creative, and if it turns out that this is the niche doesn't care for that stuff, then I'll find something else, I guess. I don't know.
I still get people that complain because I don't. Oh, well, you didn't even answer the question about this and this and this. And I'm like, you can read that on the box.
I know, right?
It says it on the Amazon page. Like, you don't come to me for that. Like, come on, man. But that's legit what they'll ask me for.
I was looking at this one channel that basically all they do for a lot of videos is go to like this popular game site and read the news announcement from the game site. Just read it out loud. and
Yeah.
it like hundreds of thousands of views.
I know.
And like a lot of people like, you're just reading stuff. I get that comment all the time. You're just reading. I'm like, I'm not actually reading anything right now. You can tell by me not reading it, but the person sitting there with their phone reading it,
Yeah.
getting 100,000 views.
Gaming is ridiculous though. Gaming gets away with all types of stuff.
Yeah.
It's insane what you can do on a gaming channel and get like kind of, it's just all, reuse B-roll and and just what Renee's saying is talking about the news, which is fine, that's cool, whatever, but then we have to work our ass off to get like half or a third or a quarter of the views.
Yep.
It's just,
And then Charlie walks out, Charlie Moist Tuna Critical Penguin, and just like talks about a Russian slap fight for 3 minutes twice a day and gets 10
I'm like,
million
I'm in the
views a
wrong
video.
niche, bro. I'm in the wrong niche for sure.
No doubt. Yo, shout out to my man Technically T for the super chat. Thank you, sir. Oh man, you tired from prepping that food, huh? Okay, I see you, man. It's all good, man. I appreciate you dropping the super chat though. So thank you for that. Appreciate you,
I
man.
saw Call Me Chris in a chat, and I just went and looked at her stuff. She got 4 million subscribers in a year.
Nice.
And all she does is like these really fun videos. She's in Vancouver, and it's like reacts to TikToks, that kind of stuff. And I look at that, I look at Sniper Wolf, and I'm just like, yeah, wrong niche.
Yep.
Yeah.
Renee,
is that Diana in the chat? Hey, Diana, how you doing?
that is Diana. What's up,
Oh,
Diana
nice.
G? How you doing? What's going on? How you doing? Appreciate you dropping in. Renee, do you drive?
Yeah. I mean, I used to commute for work, so I used to have to drive. But in the last 2 years, I've put like 3 kilometers on my car because everything's been shut down. Before that, and when I covered Pokemon Go for iMore, like that was our right after the iPhone, that was our biggest traffic booster for iMore for like 2 years. I had to drive all over the goddamn place.
That's insane.
Renee, I envy you so much.
Driving for Pokemon.
No, I'm saying like the fact that you haven't had to drive.
Yeah, I don't have kids, and everything was shut down. Like literally, like you couldn't go anywhere. We had a lockdown for 12 months, and then things were still mostly closed for 18 months.
Yeah.
I know you feel, Trent. Go ahead though. I know exactly how you feel.
So I brought this calculator up, because I don't know anything about kilometers or whatnot. So Renee, I drive 120 kilometers every day, 5 days a week.
Dear Lord,
for my commute.
Ooh.
That sucks. Yeah, I used to do
Yeah.
that. I can't imagine it anymore.
And I've had to do that for the entire pandemic because when they sent everybody else home, they still made us go in every single day. And we're like, hey, can we work from home? And they were like, no.
Yeah, I know the feeling. I used to be there, Trent. I had to come in every day too, man.
Yeah, no, dude.
So how long does that take you?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, Jeff.
No,
If
cool.
people are not trying to kill me on the freeway, about an hour. If I feel like people are really, trying to ruin my car, about 45 minutes, I'll just drive 100 miles an hour down the freeway and not care.
And if it snows or rains, it's 3 hours, right?
If it rains, it's more like an hour 10. If it snows, it's more like an hour 30 minutes. Because snow, I absolutely do not mess with at all. I will drive below the speed. I will take the regular road because for whatever reason, people haven't figured out that going faster on the freeway in the snow when you have bald ass tires doesn't make sense. But they think that, hey, I'm just going to push through this. So,
yep. But you got to be like Homer Simpson with them chains.
So,
right?
Renee, I'm curious. We just thought our homegirl Justine Impulse brought a Tesla, so I'm waiting for that Renee Ritchie Tesla video. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, we don't have Apple Card in Canada, and you know what? Teslas aren't great in Canada. Like, well, it's in some places. Like my old boss, Crackberry Kevin, who Viper knows well. He has a very outrageous personality, but he had to stop driving a Tesla because he lives in Winnipeg. I don't know what it is in Celsius, in Fahrenheit, but it gets down to -50 a few times a year in Winnipeg, which is below -50 Fahrenheit or Celsius. It doesn't matter. It's the coldest place on Earth a couple times a year. I don't know why NATO doesn't move in and to take them someplace warmer like the Yukon. It's ridiculous. And the Tesla just froze. And they had to tow it to Edmonton or something for servicing. And he's like, I can't do it anymore.
I heard about Tesla freezing. That's kind of wild.
Yeah,
cold weather, man.
They'll come back, but you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I got to finish cleaning up for the few people that decide that they are coming over here. Come over here. But it's always good, and I hope all y'all have a great Thanksgiving. I know y'all gonna be eating that food. What are you gonna do tomorrow, Renee? I know you don't have Thanksgiving specifically, but
It's weird because when I used to work at iMore, I had to work the Canadian Thanksgiving because nobody cared. I was Canadian, and then when the Americans took Thanksgiving, I had to work because they were all gone. So I'm just gonna finish editing a video and try to get it up. I'm running late this week.
There you go. All right, well, everyone. Thank you. Peace and love. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving with family, friends, and all the other things.
Yeah, likewise, man. Take it easy, bro.
Hey, take care of yourself, man.
Be well to each other and sleep deep and sleep long, baby.
That's it.
Hell yeah, man.
All
Talk
right.
to you soon.
Peace.
Later.
I'm curious what you guys know about this. I'm going to pronounce this wrong. Rechi Kanonenjo. I'm not going to be able to pronounce this properly. I really apologize. Does YouTube have a different pay grade for channels that have 40 million subs like Cocomelon versus MKBHD?
Okay.
And I know they have premium ads. Like, I don't know if it's a different scale, but premium ads pay way better. Like YouTube Reserve premium ads pay way better than regular ads.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Jeff knows more about this than I do, but I know Google has a preferred ad program, like you were alluding to, Renee, where creators that in the upper tier they get more money. Yeah,
it's like the top like 2% or something like that get into that type of program. But the simplest answer to that question is you won't find two creators that are getting paid the same, even in the same niche.
Nope.
Because it's so many factors to it, depending on what the niche is. So there's different types of advertisers, how much they're willing to pay versus how much inventory is actually available. Inventory being how many videos are being produced for that market. And then how much the advertiser is willing to pay, where the views are coming from, the locality. So my channel, if I'm getting $10 per, this is theoretical numbers. If I was getting $10 for every 1,000 videos because my viewers are here in the States, but if I was making the same video and it was being viewed in Mexico, I would not be getting $10.
Yeah.
So it's a huge difference. I noticed that when I had a video blow up and the views were coming from India, and the CPM was like 20 cents, what I should have been getting like $10. I was like, whoa. So it kind of wakes you up to the fact that based on where it's being viewed, it has a drastic change in how much your channel can potentially earn.
Apparently I need to be hitting up Switzerland because they had I think they had like a $27 CPM or whatever for like the 6 people from Switzerland that watched my video. I was like, bro, because it was like for the States it was like $7. In the UK it was like $6, and in Switzerland $27. I'm like
Roberto's shown what some of the financial and entrepreneurial CPMs are, and those ridiculous.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Oh yeah, he makes bank for sure.
Yeah.
I think financial channels have a higher CPM than tech
Yeah.
channels, most other channels. So.
Oh no, for sure. Tech is on the lower side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're not as bad as like gaming for some gamers. So
at least the good thing with tech though is that we can make up a lot of that in affiliate marketing.
Oh yeah. There's always ways, man. And this goes for any genre. If you want to get after it, there's ways to make money, and that's by diversifying. So
You know it.
Yeah, crazy, right? So that's what it comes down to, man.
136. That's how much I made in AdSense last month. Jesus.
Ooh, that was up.
Yeah, what niche is that, TK Garage? Oh, is that for cars?
Yeah, he's
I
an
guess it's for
automotive.
cars.
Yeah, automotive.
Automotive content. Yep.
That's Toyota dollars.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah, I mean, it's the advertisers. How much is out there, how much good content is out there, is getting views, and but yeah, no, totally, man. I know, because I was contemplating it when I had first gotten my Camry, but I wasn't big on modifying it because I just didn't have the time, and at the time, the income really wasn't there to do it. So I was like, you know what, I'm good. But once I decide which kind of car I'm going to get next, because I'm going to be getting rid of the Camry at some point. Like, I'm at the point now, because since I don't have a crazy commute, and I only go to the gas station once a month, that I'm like, if I'm paying for this car, I might as well pay for something that I really want, because I got that car based around my current needs. So I needed something spacious. I needed something that got really good gas mileage. I needed something that was very comfortable, because I was driving, 100, 110 miles per day. So and sitting in traffic for 90 minutes each way. So I needed something like that. That was the what surrounded the decision making. But now, since I'm mostly home, I'm like, I'd rather get a car that I can enjoy. So that's why I'm kind of trying to figure out which kind of car I'm going to end up getting, but I just haven't been able to decide yet.
My CPM is at $12. My RPM is at $4. RIP those RPMs every time.
Yeah, right. Every time. Every time we look at them, we're just like, oh.
CPM is what Google gets, right? RPM is what we get.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It's rough out here, man. It's
That's all
rough.
right. That's what we got, and that's why this live stream is being brought to you by Curiosity Stream. So
Did you guys see the DeFranco show today? Because he was talking about like how companies are moving a lot of their advertising to streamers, especially in Asia, and how they had some streams in China where someone was like a guy who's famous for selling lipstick had a $2 billion stream for like it was like 12-hour stream. He sold $2 billion worth of product.
Yeah, that's why Amazon is pushing big into it, and apparently Walmart and a couple other brands are getting into
But
it.
Walmart's doing Twitter, right? They're doing a big Twitter stream for Black Friday.
Yep. And you saw YouTube. I saw Donut Media and a bunch of other channels did it on YouTube as well, which that one tripped me out because I didn't realize that that's what it was until they were kind of explaining it. And I was like, oh, that's what this is about. Because the channel I'm talking about is an automotive channel called Donut Media, and they rarely, if ever, go live. So it was just kind of like, I wonder why are they going live? And they had hired 10 Vin Diesel lookalikes to do a modeling show of their merch. And then it was just wild stuff, but it was cool. But that's kind of what was going on, is that they're trying to push this like live shopping stuff, which to me is a trip. And I mean, Amazon had pulled me in for 2 months, while the money was coming in, but it's I just haven't been back all month because I've just been too busy with other stuff.
Yeah.
So
speaking of going live, Renee, I know you are no stranger to going live. You used to do a podcast live. So when are we going to see Renee going live on YouTube? When is it happening, sir?
So I still want to bite off too much. It's like I waited 6 months to start to start my regular podcast again with Georgia. And I wanted to do it. I think I should have done it when the pandemic started. Like, you were super smart because you had like your daily shows going. You got the coffee talk going. Like, you were low-key genius about like just getting everything going. And I was just like, I'm struggling to get videos out. And I'd still like to do it because it's a lot of fun. I just haven't gotten my feet under myself enough to do it yet.
We gotta get that Renee Leches live content going on.
It'll be fun, man. If you do it, like, I think what helped me was realizing that if I did a variation sort of in my way of what John does with front page tech, that it would work. And it actually has worked pretty well. And the shocking thing, and I guess it shouldn't be shocking if you think about the way YouTube works, is that my live streams get replays. Like, they essentially perform like a video after it's done because of the thumbnail, because it's being titled, because I'm attacking specific topics that are trending in my vertical, like for my viewers or for the viewers that I'm going after. It's stuff that they want to hear about. So it looks like when you see it on YouTube, it looks like a video has a thumbnail for a particular product, and I do talk about the product, timestamps and everything right in the beginning. But then after that, I do additional stories.
Yeah. No, that's good. I started talking to some, like, before I left IMAR, I started talking to some of the bigger companies. I started complaining about embargoes. I'm like those just seem so old fashioned now. Can you imagine if the embargoes were different and like Viper could like unbox live when the product first comes out, and then like like when Joanna Stern is doing all her battery tests, she could be streaming those live and everybody could watch her doing all the battery tests. It just feels like that's such an old fashioned concept, and it'd be so cool to see like Mr. Who's the Boss out there streaming while he's doing like the 8-camera rig or something. It'd be so much more interesting and engaging for people. But it's like, you can't show anybody anything for 2 weeks, and everyone has to put their video up at the same time, and it's just like,
I
think different.
I don't know why companies do that, because I remember Dyson did that a couple of years ago. Oh, that's 3 years ago. Dyson did it, and they got
so
burned. They got burned. They did that. I had all the video come out at the same time. Woo! People were not happy.
Remember John had a video.
Yep.
Well, because it didn't used to be a problem, and it was designed for fairness, so that like, because before you had to like mail product out, and magazines were in different places, and the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times and all these things were really competitive. And if your magazine was closer and you got the product closer, like, you could have it out first, and then people would complain. So like, all right, we're going to send it to you, and everybody has to wait until Tuesday before they can publish. And nobody cared, because if there's like 3 or 4 magazines, or like every newspaper has it, it's a whole newspaper, so you're reading Mossberg, you're reading Ed Baig, you're reading all these people. And it's just, again, I'm going to go back to the West Wing. I was watching this episode, and they're like, sir, the Wall Street Journal has this story. That means they're going to go to press with it tomorrow, and in 3 days, it's going to be nationwide. And that was the reality. It took that long to get news out. Now it's like someone's blogged it 3 minutes ago. Like, there's zero latency in our networks, and some systems like embargoes haven't kept up with that.
Yeah, I wish it would change, man. I agree with Renee. They should think a little bit more outside the box, and just kind of, it feels, that's the issue when you see the embargoes, because even the audience is caught on at this point. They're not dumb. they've caught on totally to it over the past few years from this happening, that to them it feels less organic.
Yep.
And that to me is an issue, because they come to YouTube for the for the organic, for the actual excitement, for the real hype, for the people who are actually excited about this stuff. And I think that's something that sort of it puts a bit of a restraint on that stuff.
Trent,
So I guess it just depends.
Trent, didn't you just have a lot to about this not too long ago?
Did I?
That was 4 rants ago, Viper. Keep up.
Come on, man.
I mean, yeah, I did, because I had to sit there and think. I'm sorry, I still got like Chromebooks and serial numbers on the brain right now.
Dude, I hear you, man. I hear you.
But
I want cereal though.
I'm still sitting here nodding and editing at the same time, man.
Yo, Hefe's over there being a magician, man. What's up?
No,
He's
I'm
posted 3 videos since the stream started.
I know,
Probably.
right? I'm just behind, man. But as long as you guys can still hear me, my face is still on the screen. That's all that matters.
Hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
No, it's all good. I'm still here, man. I do, you guys know I'd be multitasking. That's why we were doing those Twitter Spaces. I was usually shooting B-roll while we were doing those. So,
No doubt. Renee, are you into Legos at all?
Yeah, I was into Lego. I still have, you can't see it, but right there is the Lego Arkham Asylum, like just a bunch of
nice.
villains
Ooh.
running all over the place. I used to have a ton of them. I had like the Lego Sandcrawler, Lego Boba Slave One. I forget what they call it. They renamed it. I forget what they renamed it to. But there's a bunch of them. And then when I moved, they all got put in boxes and kind of broke a little bit, and I never got down to fixing them.
Ooh,
and now it's just like I just don't have space. Like Dave Wiskus, right? His office has like the big Millennium Falcon in it, and like just a bunch of stuff, and just like I want all of that, but I have nowhere to put it.
that's the issue. Like, we're trying to find what do you call it? Like, because I have some glass cases where I can put small sets, but they're not big enough for like my Star Destroyer or for the Tumbler. It's not going to be big enough for that. Like, it could fit like my Lego T1 Volkswagen van and like stuff like that. But if it's a smaller set, it'll fit. But anything full size, like the larger sets, no way, man. It's not possible.
Yeah, these Lego sets are huge, man. They're not.
Yeah,
tiny.
you got to build like whole shelving units that are like, you got to really think about it ahead of time. It's like, all right, I got to make sure this is like got enough space, both depth and width wise, to handle some of these larger sets, like your Batmobile and like the Batwing standing up. That thing is going to take up a gang of space.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
hoping
A wall behind him.
I'm hoping to hang it
Wall
on the
mount,
wall
yeah.
back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be your best bet, to be completely honest, because
Yep, that is the plan. And Trent, I know you probably hate Lego because you probably stepped on a few of them. I'm guessing.
I actually don't step on them that much. I guess I'm more adept at feeling before I've like put my complete weight down. Everybody else, they step on them and they're like, "Oh my god!" I was like, I'm just putting my foot down and I feel it and I'm like, oh.
Trent be in hovercraft mode.
They're kid caltrops. The kids throw them down just to get the parents. They're like, mom and dad might come by, throw some caltrops down. They throw some Lego. You're like, they're coming.
It's funny when your kid steps on the Lego and they're like, ah! And you just look at them and then they look at you and they're
yes.
You kind of connect and they're just like, I get it.
Tell me, you should have put it away from the first place.
So Renee, been having a lot of food talk lately, and I know up in Canada the big thing is poutine. But what else is like popular in Canada besides poutine? Because that's all I hear about is poutine.
So it depends where you are. In Quebec, where I live, like in Montreal, the most famous things are poutine, but also Montreal bagels, which are sort of like they're like New York bagels, but New York bagels evolved a little bit. Like the water was a little bit different, the ingredients are a little bit different. So there's a huge rivalry there. Smoked meat, which is our version of pastrami, which is just a little bit differently made, but that's really popular here. And then poutine, that's what's famous here. But in Canada, like it's very similar to the US, like just in terms of the basic food that people eat here.
Okay, so what's your favorite dessert, Renee?
Oh man, that's tough. So I don't have a lot of favorites of anything. I like variety. Like I hate having the same thing over and over again. So like my favorite thing is to have a wide variety of things. So as long as it's really well done, like not like well done meat, like that's medium rare for me. But as long as it's well put together, I love. There's so many incredible things out there to love.
Okay, let's try this a different way. We're gonna do word association, Renee. So when I say dessert, what do you think about immediately? What comes to your head? What comes to your head?
Dude, I could not tell. Like, I love tiramisu. I love like
Hey,
lava
there we go.
cake.
Okay,
I
that's
love,
it. You said
I love
tiramisu.
like
Okay, there we
ice
go.
cream is amazing. You know, like cannolis. Like,
All right.
I got big love for all these things. The same with like music and movies and everything. I just love a lot of stuff.
See, folk, what just happened was that Renee just told us without telling us that he is a Kelly Stamp fan.
Mm.
Hey, tiramisu, man. That's her thing. Are you
Tiramisu
familiar
is
with
good.
Kelly Stamp, Renee?
Lately I've been eating mochi because they're just so convenient. That's like the little ice cream in the rice wrappers, like little ice cream dumplings. Those are so good.
Oh man, it's
Okay.
been too long.
But I haven't had like dessert since the pandemic. Like not really. I think like once or twice maybe.
Oh, we have got to get Renee back out in the world, man, so we can get some dessert going on.
It was just like and like there's the stores were mostly empty and like people were fighting over yeast packets. It was ugly.
Oh man, I can only imagine what it can be like at the end of the week when people start fighting over a product and stuff. So,
I haven't had fast food in like 2 years.
you know what? You're not missing much.
I know.
You're not missing. Hefe, what's your favorite dessert?
Well, I don't have it too often, so I think if I had to have one, like if there was just something in the house, it would probably be ice cream. I'll usually get like one of those little tiny pints of Ben and Jerry's Cherry Garcia. They have it in a non-dairy now, so you can get it in a non-dairy. So it's pretty good actually. I was like shocked by how good it was. For some reason, I've been telling everybody for a while now that getting old is a scam. I used to be able to eat, I used to be able to eat cereal, drink milk. Can't do that no more since I turned like 35 years old.
Oh my god.
So yeah, man. So, but I couldn't enjoy ice cream, and then they started coming out with these non-dairy ones and like these vegan ones, and that kind of saved that for me because it doesn't even taste any different. So some people say that you can taste the difference. I can't. So.
All right, Trent, what's your favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert. I would say it's I don't know what the brand is, but they're like the fruit bars. They're like the frozen fruit bars. So it looks like ice cream, but it's not. But it's like a frozen strawberry or like another frozen like kiwi or whatever, and it's on a popsicle stick. I guess that's what you call it, frozen fruit. I used to be a little bit more in ice cream, and I can still eat it, but I just feel terrible after eating it because I'm just like, I shouldn't be eating this much. I should be, eating healthier, stuff like that. So like I can still eat it. Like it's not like, mess with me. It's more like a mental thing because you go through the entire day and you're just like, okay, this protein with this carb with this and this and this, and then you get to the end of the day and you're just like, fuck it.
Yep, I know what you mean, man.
So I usually just get the fruit bars to stave off.
You've got two
going
options,
at-
folks.
We have two options, folks.
Was that Rob?
Yeah, that was Rob.
I'm yelling at you from Canada.
No, I'm over here trying to do some multitasking like Hefe and failing.
Oh no worries, man.
It's all good.
I'll go ahead, Trent.
But no, like I said, I just go for the fruit bars because eating two of the fruit bars is still less than eating like a bowl of the ice cream. And then sometimes I'll just get popsicles, because those have almost nothing in them as far as like actual, fattening or anything like that. But, I could eat like 4 of those and be totally fine. Only ate like what, 60 or 70 calories or something like that.
You want to get a sugar rush off that and start outperforming your kids?
No. So this is where I say the military ruined me because I don't get sugar rushes. I'll get like a stomach ache if I eat too much sugar. And then with coffee, this is a completely weird thing. I don't know if anybody else does this, but coffee is like a two-way street for me. If I have to go do something, like if I have to go get up, go to work, or I need that energy, I can drink coffee and be energized. However, I can also drink coffee and fall asleep if I want to go to sleep.
Mm.
And it's like the weirdest thing. So it's like if I'm going to go do something, that caffeine kicks in, I'm good. If it's late at night and I don't want to touch anything else in the refrigerator, but sometimes I just get cravings for black coffee. Like I said, military type stuff. I'll drink the coffee and then I'll be like, all right, well, it's time for me to go to sleep. I can go to sleep 10 minutes later.
Nice.
So that's my weirdo talent of the day.
Yeah. I was the same way with caffeine when I was drinking too much of it, and I built up a resistance to it. And it got to the point, it's bad when you could legit drink an energy drink and just go to sleep. You know what I mean? And it's like
I can do that.
It had no effect, and I was like, wow, that's not good. Like for me, I was like, that's not good. So I had to like lay off. And I remember doing this. It was while I was still working on my previous job. And I think it was probably around 2018, maybe early 2019. And coming off being really, really heavily addicted to caffeine the way that I was at that time, it was tough. Those first couple of days, dude, the headaches, I ended up having to take a couple of days off just from coming off of it because I was heavy into the caffeine. So, yeah.
I remember. So there's an energy drink. It's called Full Throttle.
Yep.
And we always had those because they have a partnership with the USO, which is part of like supporting veterans and stuff like that. And it got to the point to where it wasn't the caffeine that I was craving. It was the taste of the flavor of the energy drink because there was like no other. It was like blue agave, and there was like no other energy drink. There was no other bottler manufacturer that had that specific taste. And I would literally drive to a specific gas station to go get it because it wasn't everywhere. And every time I would go get it, I would go get 6 of them, and I would hoard them, and I would treat them like they were like, my reward or whatever for the day. And I get down to the last one and I'm like, oh, I got to go get some more. Then you go to the gas station and you're like, oh man, we're all out. We didn't order anymore this week. And you're just like, no,
like a crackhead, bro. You start going through withdrawal. You start shaking. How dare you? I need it.
Yep. And it was, like I said, it was literally just the taste. It was just the flavor of it.
Mm.
Yeah, my favorite dessert has to be chocolate cake.
Nice.
Actually yellow cake with chocolate frosting. Yeah,
That's
yellow
me.
cake.
We got the same one, bro. Like if
Yes,
my
sir.
wife's gonna make me a birthday cake, like because she won't buy me a cake, she'll make me a cake,
Nice.
and so from scratch. So it's usually unless I ask for tres leches, it'll usually be yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
The best thing ever, man. The best thing ever. And yes, it can be had at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, of course.
Anything can be had at Thanksgiving, man, as long as you're grateful for it.
Absolutely,
That's right,
man. Absolutely. Absolutely.
What did you guys think about the Mr. Beast video?
Man, I think Rob from VidIQ did put it very well, as in he just dropped he did a mic drop on all of YouTube and probably a portion of the entertainment industry, because that was spectacular. And I had high hopes because I'm like, okay, it's Mr. Beast, he's putting some money into it, he takes this stuff more seriously than any other creator that I've ever seen. Like the drive of this man is insane, and to see the end product is like, it made me proud, and I have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like as a YouTuber, as a creator, and as a viewer, it made me like proud, like holy crap, this was good. So yeah, I was really into it, and I don't want to give too much away for people that haven't seen it, but it was really cool also, like what he did for like the people who got eliminated. So
Yeah.
that was really cool.
I like the fact that he easily could have made it to where each game was a video and just tied them together. That you
Yep.
know, but he literally just he put everything in that one video.
Yeah, he wanted to make a banger. He's a really genuinely nice person too, which is like, and that's not true of all big YouTubers, but he's like a genuinely nice, decent, like he is what you see. Just someone who thinks about YouTube 24/7, only wants to make bigger, better videos.
100%.
All right.
Yeah,
So my
it's
question
crazy.
to you all is, if me, who have never watched any episode of Squid Game,
I haven't watched it either.
oh, you haven't? Okay.
No, I don't like brutal, violent stuff. I can't like I couldn't watch Game of Thrones, so I couldn't watch Squid Game.
Yeah. And no, you don't have to have watched Squid Games for it to make sense for you. It just helps you appreciate it a little bit more. But if anything, it still makes sense on its own because it's just games. Like they didn't put all the drama and all the stuff that they put into the show because there's a lot of character building and world building and stuff going on. With him, it's strictly just the games. And it's a lot of fun to watch if you just keep it at that level. And the fact obviously that it's being done for fun, not deadly, gives it a kind of a different twist to it. Because I saw that, I've watched the whole season. So seeing it this way is kind of cool too.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah,
and I've heard it's not even a spoiler because he changed it. He thought some of it was too like inaccessible, so he made games that were more familiar for his audience. So like you're not even spoiled if you haven't seen Squid Games. You can watch this video and still go watch Squid Game.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, completely. Yeah.
Yeah, I love hearing about stuff like this because it just goes to show you how creators are changing the landscape of the media industry in its entirety. I know there's a lot of people out there that still have their old ways of thinking about how being a YouTuber or a content creator isn't a real job, blah, blah, blah. But no, man, we are squashing that. The creator economy is rising. And
think about this too. Like he spent at least 3.5 million on this. There's not a network or like streaming service that could have funded this. Like they should top out any of their budget that didn't involve like The Rock and Ryan Reynolds. This is like it took him to do this, and he did it on YouTube, which I think is like a big statement.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like a YouTube Premium thing or nothing like that. It was like just legit. Anybody on YouTube can watch, and it's dude, yeah. So I know a lot of people, some people don't like him, and that's fine. He's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But there's going to be people going to be talking about that for a while, what I mean? And that's going to be something people remember, like, do you guys remember when Mr. Beast did that Squid Games thing? And for me, it makes me more excited because if he leveled up and is continuously leveling up, what's next? Where's it going to go next?
Well, that's the thing is like there's some creators who've been around a long time and they've just amassed big followings, but they're making the same video, like, and that's fine. Like it works for them. Obviously they have an audience, but like you look at somebody like Marquez is always up in his game. Like he just never sleeps. He is always getting better. Jimmy is always getting better. And I love that because it inspires me. It's like, I don't ever want to get to a point where I'm like, I forget who it was, but there was some cartoon artist who didn't even draw his own stuff. He had like 30 people, didn't do anything anymore, just cash the checks. And I'm like, I never want to be that. I want to be that hungry artist. I want to be comfortable, of course, but I want to always be like learning, working, getting better. And it's really inspiring to see people who like 70 million subs or like Marquez, like top of the world. And they're still like, how do I make the next video even better?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's how they get to the top though. I mean, they don't stand still. They keep constantly innovating, constantly evolving and getting better. And that's why they keep growing because they are willing to put in that work. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. And they get left behind.
Especially when they get big. Because like when you get big, you get all sorts of like it's easy to be hungry when you have no vices and no distractions and no money. But when you start getting like a real cushy life, you see that with people in sports. You see that's a Rocky story, right? Like you get soft, Clubber Lang comes and knocks you on your ass.
Definitely.
So it's nice to see him keep going.
Hey Renee, how did you come up with your logo? Like who did that?
Simon Buckmaster. He's at Forgotten Towel on Twitter. He does one of the things that Standard does. Standard does branding, and so like when I moved over from Vector to start this channel, I just started talking with him and Dave. And Dave was a graphic designer. Dave did John Gruber's app back in the day, Vesper. Well, they were actually partnership. It wasn't John Gruber's app. It was all of their app, him and Brent Simmons and Dave. So he's really good at that. He worked with Simon and we just brainstormed it for a day and came up with that. I was super happy with it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's legit the backwards aura. That's awesome.
Yeah, he thought if you ever look at the just the logos page on Standard, like the stuff he's come up with is amazing. Super talented.
No doubt, man. You are coming up on a milestone too, sir. You're about to hit 300,000 pretty soon here.
We'll see. I got to put some more videos up to get there. I think one of my biggest weaknesses as a YouTuber is that my audience is very topical, like current video. So I'll put up a video and people will watch and people will subscribe, but I have almost no back catalog views. Like I'm working really hard to change that. It's going to hurt for a while to change that, but I want to get to a point where like I can make a video and that video will get views for a year because it's still like some of my videos are still relevant. They just don't get views for time. So I got to work on that.
Yeah, I feel that.
I
don't want to be on a hamster wheel, Trent.
Oh, that was my issue for the longest time was so all the content I was making, if you go into like my analytics or whatnot, first hour, great. Second hour, okay. Third hour is usually where it either peaks or it might keep on going. And then somewhere between, hour 5 and 6, it kind of just hits that curve and it comes down.
Yeah.
And after 48, like anywhere between 48 to 72 hours later, video is dead. And when I say dead, I mean it is not coming back, no matter how many title changes, how many thumbnail changes. It was that. But the reason why they were dying was because they were like these little pockets of time where it was like, oh my God, this happened. I absolutely care about it. 2 or 3 days later, no one cared about it. So I was like, yeah, I would forego all that for evergreen stuff, because I would rather a video start off poorly and then slowly climb up over time than having that initial shock, influx of views, and then it just, it felt like I was living paycheck to paycheck with views.
I can tell when it's happening too, because like when I'm growing, I have like 70% views from non-subscribers, and when I'm slow, it's like 50% views from non-subscribers. And you can tell because like it's just like your core audience is watching it, and that's great. That's fantastic. They're awesome people, super happy. But it means like those videos are not escaping into the larger YouTube audience as well. And the whole last year, this year just was hard for tech. Like I looked at a bunch of tech YouTube channels, and like everybody is like down 50%. Like there's some rare exceptions, but just so many channels are like half the views they were getting last year. Last year was like view bonanza because everyone was stuck at home, nothing else to do, watching a lot of stuff. And there was a lot of big announcements. Like the iPhone 12 was a big announcement. The original M1 Max was a huge announcement. Like I think the Galaxy Fold 2 did way better in terms of like impressions than the Galaxy 3 did, because that was like, okay, we've seen the Fold already. Like it was just like a bunch of really new tech came out last year, and everyone got a huge boost. And now this year it's back to working for a living.
But that means that next year we should see some more newer styles and newer form factors and things like that. So we should be back up, hopefully.
We'll see. Like I wonder if like the age of magic is passing for like the stuff that we've all been involved in. Like the smartphone was such a new and emergent and exciting thing, and now it's a tool. It's like very few people had smartphones 10 years ago. Now everybody has them. And car channels still do really, really well, even though cars aren't new and exciting anymore, but they're done differently. It's like how many car reviews do people really watch? So how many phone reviews are they really going to watch in the future? Like there'll be some enthusiasts, but it's not going to be like, oh wow, the iPhone is so different every year. The Galaxy is so different every year. It's so exciting now. And I'm not saying they're boring, because they're still like they're miracles of technology every year. But I think the general public is like, I got a phone. Yeah.
So we got to see Oprah in the chat, and he's talking about how Hefe has his favorite mountain on the screen there.
Oh yeah, this is the glorious. It's got my man Brian Phillips. It's got his picture right here on the side. Except for maybe Brian's dad. I don't know, because this guy's got long hair. But yeah, this is the glorious Model D. And if you watch Brian's review, that's what sold me on it, because he had so many dick jokes that I just could not help but put my wallet down. So, if you guys aren't following Bad Seed Tech, like you guys really need to get with the program. Even if you're not into peripherals and keyboards and stuff, he's one of the dopest creators. Like period. His pacing, his sense of humor when it comes to this stuff, the beard, the voice, and on top of that, being an all-around super, super nice guy. Yeah, definitely somebody you guys need to be checking out. That's my guy.
Yeah, he's cool people. Definitely.
Yeah. And I think he's on the team with you guys, right, Renee?
Pardon me?
Brian Phillips. He's on the team with you guys, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an amazing dude. But it was his review. That's the reason I ended up picking up this mouse.
Yeah, you guys over there at Standard are taking over, man. Y'all are on it.
We're trying, like it's very educational focused still, which I really like. You know, it's a different. We talked about this on the podcast, right? It's a very different crowd, and I get the benefit of seeing the tech world and seeing the educational YouTuber world. And I learn a lot that way.
No doubt. Hey, Claudia, how you doing?
Hello.
Appreciate you dropping in. All right, y'all. What the hell is 3 leches?
All right, so tres leches is amazing. So my wife has her own recipe that she's going to take to the grave. But basically it's a moist cake, essentially, is the best way to put it. So it's essentially a cake where you are taking 3 types of milk. One of them is you have condensed milk, evaporated milk. There's another, I can't remember which one. But you basically blend that stuff up. You could throw a little coconut rum in there as well. You pour it over white cake, essentially. And then you let it basically sit overnight so the cake absorbs the milk. So now imagine eating a cake, but it's the most moist cake you've ever had in your life because it's essentially full of milk. So it's like when people have a piece of cake and like a glass of milk, but imagine having that together. So the cake is not dry at all because you're literally, it like absorbs this milk. It's the most amazing thing. And it tastes, the right word would be decadent would be the right word. So it's very decadent. And that was the first time I had it. I didn't like it when I was a kid. And teenager, same thing, but it was just because I was having bad versions of it. When I had my wife's version of it, that's when I was like, okay, this is the best I've ever had. Like, this is incredible. So
is it caramelly, Jeff?
Some people can do it with caramel. Some people do it with like coconut on top and stuff.
Okay.
We just do it with like Cool Whip or whipped cream on top. So, but it's absolutely amazing. So it's definitely something that I recommend everybody try at least once, and hopefully get it from like a mom and pop Mexican restaurant, somebody like that, you know, because you want to make sure that it's being made by somebody's grandma. You know what I mean? Like somebody who knows what they're doing, like a real family recipe. Like you don't want it from like Safeway or
someone from the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Somebody's grandma. Yeah, good.
I'm dead serious.
Oh, I know.
Do you have anything, Vipe, like anything that you know, and what's the right word for it? Like traditional desserts, like, you know, your mom made it or your grandmother made it, or like something that's just been around for a long time?
I mean, not anymore. I mean, my mother used to make me chocolate cake or yellow cake with chocolate frosting, and that was the bomb. She used to make it by hand. That used to be awesome. My
mom never really cooked much at all, but now my sister has become like, I guess like during the pandemic, like just baked everything. And she's like, every time she lives in a different city, but like every time I see her, she's like got a new crazy cake or confection or something she's making.
For me, it was walnut brownies.
Nice
brownies.
So yeah, she would make those, and those things came out awesome. And she would also do it because she taught classes, so she would always do them for like the school bake sales and stuff that they would do. Do they even do bake sales anymore?
I think they were still doing them pre-pandemic. I don't know if they were doing them right now. I haven't seen one in a while, but my guess is because of COVID.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn pandemic needs to go away.
Well, I'm gonna head out. I've been up for 21 hours, so
yeah,
I'm gonna
get going too, if you don't mind. It's
no worries,
getting late.
Hey, appreciate you all dropping through. Well, thank you, and you all have a enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a good week.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah,
thanks, Renee.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too, man.
Thanks, Trent. Take it easy, brother.
Hey,
all right, later.
All right, then there were 2.
Yeah, man. No, I'm just chilling, dude. Yeah, like I said, I'm just doing part of the conversation. You know what I mean? I'm double multitasking. Oscar says con fresa, nice. Oh, for me it was flan. Okay, cool. Yeah. Did you ever have any flan, Viper?
I didn't know what the hell flan was until this morning. I still don't even know.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah. Y'all. I think we came to an understanding in coffee talk that Viper and food. I don't experiment much with food because I like my food a certain way, and I don't really go outside my box with food too much. So.
Nah, I hear you, man. I'm similar in that sense. But it's also, for the most part, every time I've tried something new, it's been a win. So it's been very, I could say probably maybe think on, if I try 10 new things, it'll be one where I kind of don't like it. You know what I mean? So, because
Right.
there's like even Latin dishes where I'll try them and I'm like, ugh, it's not good. But 9 times out of 10, it's freaking awesome. But, you know, even when I'm trying stuff that I've never tried before, it's like, all right, this is actually a lot better than I had expected. So, but now it's a little bit tougher because unless we order it, but even then, like now, it's like I have to be extra careful because we don't know who is preparing it and what they're putting into it. So we got to be extra careful with that kind of stuff now.
Okay, you all. I just happen to be scrolling on YouTube, and the Mr. Beast Squid Game video has 17 million views in 7 hours. Bruh,
Yeah, no surprise.
bruh. I don't understand. Like 17 million views and not even 10 hours. We're not even at double-digit hours yet, and the man has 17 million views.
It's crazy,
Bro,
right?
Bruh, man. Man, that's amazing, dude. That's amazing. I know he spends a lot of money, but he makes a lot of money too. Like, yo.
Yeah. No,
Like,
that's 100%.
Did he have a sponsor for that video, Jeff, or did he just
Yeah.
put it up there?
No, he's got a sponsor. I'm sure he had more than one, but he did
Come on.
have one like title sponsor. It was what is it? Brawl Stars.
Okay, I hope he charged them the world. I'm pretty sure he did, man.
Well, I mean, they definitely had to bring the freaking.
Oh, I hope so.
They had to bring the bag because that's an expensive video, man. So,
Yeah, hopefully they paid for the video, or her sponsors end up paying for the damn video. Really, shoot.
yeah.
Man, can you like I think about this stuff sometimes because I remember I think it was last year or the year before last, Marquez did the sponsor video for Buick.
Yep.
And I got a lot of backlash, but it got a lot of attention for Buick as well. So I'm just thinking about how much did Marquez charge Buick to do that video? Because that wasn't just an integration; that was a dedicated video for Buick, and we always charge more for those because we know better. So
I don't know how much you would have charged, but knowing what I know of what certain channels charge that are in the, I mean, he's at 15 mil.
Yep.
But some channels that I'm familiar with that are around 4 to 6 million, and what they would charge for something similar. If I had to take a crack at it, I would say somewhere between 25 and 50 grand for something like that. Could be more, but it depends. And you know, Buick and those kind of companies, their advertising budget is, it's not peanuts, bro.
No.
So yeah, it could be way higher than that.
I gotta believe he made 6 figures for that video. He had to.
Oh yeah, there's no way he didn't get the bag on that one.
Yeah.
And you know, and what I liked about it is even though he disclosed it, you know, you remember people were like, oh my god, this is a totally sponsored commercial. Like it says it on the freaking screen. He verbally said, like, come on, man.
Literally.
So, like, people just mad, bro. Like, I'll never understand the mentality of people that get mad at other people for making money in a positive and normal way.
Jealousy, and it's just their lack of being able to make the money, so they want to take their frustrations out on people that do make the money. It's just ridiculous.
Like, bro, put it like this. Let me, you know, one thing that I'll tell you is this: I spent a majority of my life being poor, Viper, and poor in an American sense, not poor like around the world. I know the difference, but that never crossed my mind in having that mentality of being mad at people who were doing well. If anything, it would make me a little sad at myself for like, man, why, you know, what decisions led me down this path to where I'm not doing as well as other people or doing as well as I could be. So, but just that mentality, when I see people doing that, sometimes I'm just like, if you're mad, go out there and get it. Do something about it.
I have tech creative friends that anytime new tech comes out, they are on it. And I cannot do that because my channel is nowhere near that. But I'm not going to get mad at them for having the ability to be at a level where their channel literally pay for whatever tech they want. I want to get there one day. I'm not going to waste my time being mad at them for having that success. I'm trying to figure out how the hell do I get to that level where the channel will literally pay for all the tech I want. That's my dream. That'd be amazing. No,
yeah.
I'm just working.
That's really where it's at, right? Where it's a difference, and get out there and make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you're closer to getting there than ever before. So it's really about just staying in it, you know, not quitting and really keeping it going. Because, yeah, I mean, there's plenty of times where I wanted to even give up on my channel and stuff. And, but it was one of those things where I'm like, if I, you know, what'll happen if I stick it out just a little longer, or maybe just a little longer? What's going to happen? And, you know, you fast forward a couple of years and I'm living a completely different life. So, and that's, you know, that's the difference right there, man. It's huge. And not being worried about this stuff and, you know, knocking on wood, man, trying to make sure that I can keep it going. So
Yeah, man, you got to keep doing it. Question for you: do you use mid-roll ads in your videos?
no.
Okay.
Some of
how
the
did they
older
go?
videos I turned them on, but most of the stuff that's within the last, I would say last 18 months won't have any mid rolls on. And I'm leaving money on the table, but I don't want to. I already have a trouble with audience retention. Like I already have a problem with that on my channel, so I don't want to give people an additional reason to leave.
Right.
So I don't want to break the user experience and be like, oh, he's putting ads in the middle of the video. Nah. So I
Yeah.
just have them in beginning and end, and that's really it. Like I won't throw
Yep.
ads in the middle of the video. So
Yeah, I'm the same way. I don't want to like my thought process is I don't want to do anything that will interrupt viewer experience because I want the viewer to have I think about how I want to watch a video. And when I think
Yeah.
about how I want to watch a video, that's how I structure my videos. I'm like you. I put my ads in the beginning and the end and I'm done. I don't put anything in the middle because I don't like that.
Nah, and that's what it comes down to. It's really viewer experience and what you want to do for them. And for me, it's fine. Like even though I'm leaving money on the table, I just like I did with the merch, I subsidize it elsewhere. So I'll make up for it with affiliate links. I'll make up for it with a brand deal, whatever it is. But I'll make it up some other way. I'm not, it's not going to hurt me to do it, and I'd rather keep that viewer experience that way. So I have it defaulted off, like in upload defaults. You can go into your channel and just unclick it, and you can just have it off.
Yep.
Yeah. So I just leave it that way, and I don't worry about it. So it's only on, like I said, older videos, like stuff like we're talking 2019 and back. Then some of those I'll turn them on because why not? If somebody watches it at that point, it's old content that even I won't watch. So it's like, yeah, I'll put mid-roll ads on that old stuff. But right now, nah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, and like you said, that makes sense, man. We're not trying to mess with viewer experience. I mean, I mean, me and Jeff, we work with VidIQ, so we talk to creators about this stuff all the time. But it's like we constantly tell people it's not about what we as creators want. It's about what the viewers want and need from us, and it's about their experience watching our content. And like Jeff, I don't want to do anything that's going to jeopardize my viewers' experience because I want them to come back. Because returning viewers and returning subscribers matters. You want people that will come back to your content. You want people that can go out and confidently recommend your content to other people, and they may or may not do that if you throw it in the mid-roll ad. So just gotta think about these things.
Yeah. No, man, it's not worth it. I mean, some people are out to get every dime, and more power to them, but nah, I'm good. And I mean, the funny thing for me is I get disturbed by it. Like when I'll use a channel that I have for research, it doesn't have YouTube Premium. It's not tied to my YouTube Premium account. So I'll be doing the research, and all of a sudden a mid-roll ad kicks on. I'm like,
Ooh,
so I'm like, and I don't mind. Like I get it. Like they probably aren't even thinking about that, but it's one of those things where it makes me appreciate YouTube Premium that much more.
yes.
When I don't see them. Like the only ads I'm good with seeing are the if people are doing their ad reads and stuff in their videos, cool, I'm good with that. Get your money. But as long as I'm not seeing like the before ads and the mid rolls and stuff because of premium, I'm good. So I tell more people they should just do it, especially creators. If you're not making $10-15 a month on your channel at this point, that can cover it. Like for me, it's subsidized. Like I'm earning enough on YouTube that I can cover YouTube Premium. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that I'm making at least that much. not much more than that, but I'm making at least.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like it's enough to where you can absorb some of those costs. Like for me, it was when I started making something like $50 to $100 a month on the channel, like total, affiliates and AdSense and stuff. That's when I was like, okay, I can absorb the cost of Epidemic Sound monthly. I can absorb the cost of VidIQ. I can absorb the cost of YouTube Premium. The stuff that's associated with the channel where I'm looking at it as a business expense. Like I can absorb those costs because it's, this is what works, for my experience and what I'm doing. It makes sense.
Right.
But if I wasn't earning, it'd be a different matter. So
yep, definitely. Woo. Hey y'all, it's about to be Thanksgiving for some of y'all out there.
Oh yeah, no, that's right, man. And it's only gonna be 9 o'clock for us. I still gotta once we get done here, I gotta go peel a bunch of potatoes because we gotta dialyze them for tomorrow. So I gotta go peel a bunch of potatoes and stuff. Yeah, just like, and then Paloma, she's been busy, getting everything together. So she's getting the bird together. She was, making the stuffing from scratch. Wow. Like the bread and then breaking up the bread into croutons and then chopping all the vegetables and like legit, bro. She made cornbread and everything. Like she's literally making, she people go to the store and get like the Stouffer's stuffing, and then they just kind of put it in. Like she's legit making it all from ingredients from scratch. So yeah.
She don't mess around, man. She don't mess around.
No. She's on another level, man. She's a true blessing. That's why.
Hi, Paloma.
Yeah. No, she sends her love. She always tells me that. She's like, "Oh, tell Viper I said what's up."
Yeah, she's good people.
Yeah. So no, she's been busy doing that stuff. Yo, what's up, Jeff?
There's your flying in here. What's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah,
Appreciate you dropping in.
So we're ready. Like it's funny because it's like it seems like we're like 2-3 days worth of prep for Thanksgiving, and it's just 3 of us. So I'm like, what are we doing? But I think more than anything, I think she's just cooking up like this for leftovers, essentially. So
yeah, I don't envy y'all, but I salute all y'all that like go through like all the whole big prep thing. I used to watch my mother do that when I was growing up, like prepping everything and all that stuff. Like Viper's not doing that, okay? Number one, I don't cook. And even if I did cook, I would not be taking all that time to prep everything. Y'all know what Viper's doing tomorrow? I brought some ground chuck, I brought some buns, I brought some cheese, and I got some barbecue sauce. I'm gonna throw the burger on the stove and cook me a burger, which will take all of like 5-10 minutes, and I'm done.
Just make sure you're seasoning the meat at least, Viper.
Yeah, right. Of course,
Okay.
of course. I got salt up there. I use to season the meat, but yeah,
nice.
throw a little salt on the meat, and I'm good.
Nice.
All y'all out here prepping greens and cutting potatoes and no. I'm not doing all that, man. I'm just gonna throw a burger on the stove, cook it for 5-10 minutes, season it, and I'm good to go. Put some barbecue sauce on there with some cheese. We out there.
I'm surprised you even throw a little bacon in there, man. A special occasion.
You know what? Man, I can't even remember last time I cooked bacon. I think I only cooked bacon once or twice in my entire life.
Oh, it's easy as hell.
Oh, I know it's easy. I just haven't done it.
Yeah, it's super easy. I wish I could have it, man. You saw me at Vid Summit. I was giving away my bacon.
I saw, man. I saw that's rough. That's a rough way.
You know how hard it is for a fat dude to give away bacon? Like that's not easy, bro. So yeah, no, people underestimate that, but it's we gotta do it because I know how I'll feel afterwards. So
yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. No one gotta take your
man.
mind, body, and soul, baby. Digital thing, keeping it simple too. Burgers and my pup are chilling tomorrow.
Nice,
Yo,
nice.
Pete, I need to go take them. I got the ground chuck in the freezer. I need to take it out the freezer and put it in the refrigerator so I can start thawing out.
Nice. Yeah, no, for sure, man. Yeah, that's that's usually what we'll do. Like Paloma will make us burgers because that was one of the first things that we immediately missed when we gave up fast food. It's going on, man. In about 20 days, it's going to be a year. That we given a the last fast food burger I had was with you at In-N-Out. That's the last time. That's the only time in a year. So so she'll make them for us and stuff, and those are like they're freaking amazing. So she's got like a cast iron grill kind of thing that you put on the stove to make them. Dude, it's so good. But same thing. We'll get the chuck. We'll make the burgers ourselves, chop up onions, do the seasoning, do all of it, put it into the meat, and really get it all right. And yeah, man, we got a whole recipe for the burgers that comes out just chef's kiss.
No doubt. That's right, Claudia. No dirty dishes here, man. We ain't got time for that.
It's a paper plate family, bro.
Right, paper plate. That's right. You're right. Paper plate. That's all you do. Paper plate, baby. No dirty dishes and no dirty dishes.
So we ain't washing a goddamn thing.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time for that. No,
the pots and pans is what are going to get us. But
yeah,
but it's good. Nah, I totally
good. Get it. So Jeff, do you know what flancocho is?
Nah, it sounds familiar though, but nah. It could be, but Oscar, I'm pretty sure I might be mistaken, Oscar, but I'm pretty sure Oscar is either Puerto Rican or Cuban, so it could be something different. Because every Latin American country has its own things, so it's different for everyone. But yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that I haven't tried yet.
Okay, next time me and you get together in person, we got to go find some good yellow cake with chocolate frosting on it. We got to have that.
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
Yeah,
and if you ever make it out this way, man, I'll make sure I'll ask Paloma to go ahead and make us one. So yeah, because she'll make it from scratch. So
that's biblical.
Yeah, like she baked me cookies. Like I was gonna just buy some cookies, and she was like, "No, I'll make them." And then earlier today, I'm like, "I smell cookies? Like what the hell?" And she legit, bro, like from scratch. Like we had leftover. How I was complaining about how I had all those leftover candy bars. So I had a bunch of leftover Hershey's, like full size Hershey's bars. She broke up the Hershey's bars to make chocolate chip cookies.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, she's a trip, man. She just gets into like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. She just whips it all out. I'm like, damn, all right.
No, you know what it is. Like she wants to make sure she take care of her hubby, man.
She's super cool about it.
Good lady. take
Yeah.
care of.
Yeah, because I don't really eat pie. Like a lot of people don't know that. Like I don't really eat pie.
I don't pie. No.
Yeah. So I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it. I
No.
actually like it, but it's just not my thing. So like they're having like her and my brother are gonna have Dutch apple pie is what they're having. And she was like, well, what are you gonna have for your dessert? I'm like, oh, cookies.
Yeah, they were talking about all types of pie this morning and coffee talking. I was just sitting back like, yeah, y'all can have that. I'm gonna do pie.
Yeah, nah, man. Usually do the cake.
Give me the cake.
Like,
right. Give me the yellow cake, chocolate frosting, and I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
Nah,
we just had it anyway, like with that, because I was thinking about getting one, but it was Alex's birthday, like 2 weeks ago, and we had an Oreo cookies and cream cake. I was like, yeah, we just had a cake 2 weeks ago. We can't go get another cake at this point. Plus, we don't got room in the fridge anyway. So it's not gonna work out.
No doubt. All right, you all. I think I've kept my man halfway long enough here. I appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. So thank you for that. We will be here. I think what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning is I'm probably just gonna combine coffee talk and a live stream at the same time. So we're gonna be on Clubhouse, and while I stream at the same time, just get it out the way and kill an hour. And maybe some of y'all want to, or we'll figure out whoever's in talk will probably be on the stream, of course, because I'll just combine them like Captain Planet combine.
I should be up. I'm gonna try to get this video done tonight so that I can upload it and release it tomorrow morning. So I should be awake. So I should be able to pop in. So because your coffee talk starts at 7 a.m. my time.
Yeah. And I don't. I mean, it's so funny because like sometimes I'll be thinking about something like, damn, where's that from? I'm like, oh yeah, it's right, like 7 a.m. Like you ain't coming out here.
Nah, usually like that's usually what happens. Like people will be atting me, and I don't think they think about the fact that I'm on the West Coast. So they'll at me while I'm sleeping, and I'm like, bro, my bad. But it basically, like if you're on East Coast time, I would suggest don't at me before 9 a.m. your time. Like don't do it, because that's 9 a.m. is 6 a.m. my time, and I usually get up around like 5:30 ish, 6 o'clock. So, but at that time, I'm also not really tweeting because I'm still trying to wake up, and I avoid, based on John Prosser's recommendation, which was sage advice. Don't look at your comment section right when you wake up. Don't do that to yourself, because the trolls come out at night.
That isn't true.
Yeah,
it isn't true. But happy Thanksgiving to the East Coast here in 9 minutes, and I know my Midwesterners will be joining them pretty soon, and West Coast will be pretty soon after that. Leches says, what time is it there now? Well, right now here in Chicago, it's 10:51 p.m.
Yep.
Which means it's about 11:51 on the East Coast, and Hefe is sitting on 8:51 p.m. So that is almost 1 p.m. in the Philippines. Huh? That is crazy how the time difference is like so radical across the pond. Man.
Yeah, no, it's wild, man. You got to watch out. That's why I know Digital Slang knows. As soon as all the Chinese companies start waking up, we start getting our emails popping in around like between 8 p.m. and like 2 in the morning is when all the email happens coming in from China.
I'll be waking up to all these weird emails. I'm like, I know where he came from.
So I usually stay up late and I can answer them, and we can have like quicker conversations because I'm up anyway. But I've kind of worked out that schedule now. Like, oh yeah, that's right, because it's 7 a.m. over in China, so that's why these emails start popping up and stuff. So yeah,
no doubt. Yo, appreciate you, Bruce, man. Happy Thanksgiving to you too, Slang. Appreciate you. You all have a happy holiday. For those of y'all who are in the U.S., happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. For the rest of you all, happy holiday. Whenever you had yours, I know Canada had their Thanksgiving last month. I'm not sure what you guys are doing across the pond, but I'm pretty sure y'all got holidays coming or going. So celebrate, spend time with your family, be safe. And I will be back here first thing tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. Other than that, appreciate Jeff and Renee, Travis, Trenton for joining me tonight. Thank you all. Appreciate you making the time. Always a blast catching up and hanging out with all the people, all the homies and things like that. But we out of here, y'all. Y'all have yourselves a good night, and I am ending the broadcast right about now.